Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ietunde Adeyemi, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 3 reasons why you should not become a flight attendant. Yeah, you might look at it that I am a flight attendant, so why would I be doing a video saying that 3 reasons why you should not become a flight attendant? Yeah, the reason why I'm doing this video is to let you know certain things about the flight attendant job, so you can decide if it's a career path you would consider. So watch it till the end. The first reason why you should not become a flight attendant is we work at odd hours sometimes. Let me give you, for example, let me give you an idea of how my roster was for last week. I actually work in a domestic airline. Before I joined the domestic airline, I also worked in an international airline. So I'll be able to tell you what it's like. Then you can make up your mind if it's something that you want to do, is a career path that you want to go through. So let me start with last week. I reported for an early morning flight. Early morning flight in the airline that I work for departs at 5:50 a.m. And as a cabin crew, you are meant to, for the domestic airlines, you are meant to report for duty an hour before departure time. Now, an hour before the departure time is 4:50 a.m. So you can imagine at what time I had been awake. So timed, I woke up, prepare, and get to the office before 4:50. And there is no excuse of yeah, it's too early, something happened. There's nothing like that there's nothing like that as a flight attendant. So apart from the early morning flight, I also did an afternoon flight, and sometimes our afternoon flights usually arrive between 9-10 p.m. So you'll be going, if I'm leaving the office at 9-10 p.m., I'm probably getting home like maybe 10:30 or to 11. Now there's another evening flight that we have. It's like the last flight for the day, which actually departs at 9:35, and the aircraft that I fly actually for that particular route is 1 hour 24 minutes. So I will definitely be landing like maybe say 11:30 p.m. So if I'm landing at 11:30 p.m., I'm going to wait for the passengers to disembark. I'm going to do my security checks. I'm going to submit my paperwork. Everything is going to go, it's going to run into 12 midnight. And at that 12 midnight, most times for safety reasons, you either lodge in a hotel, or yeah, it's always advisable that you lodge in a hotel. And for those who are mobile, some take the risk of driving home by themselves. So is this something that you want to consider? Let me talk to you about the international part. So when I was working for an international airline, this is we have a flight that reports at 10 p.m. The flight time is 5 hours 30 minutes. That is, let me say Lagos to Johannesburg is 5 hours 30 minutes. Depending on the winds, it could run into 6 hours 15 minutes. So we report at 10 p.m. And for international flights, we usually report like 2 hours before departure. So that's why we report at 10 p.m. when departure time is like 12:30. So we brief, prepare, we go on the flight. By the time you're landing Johannesburg, it's like 5 a.m. in Johannesburg at that time. And the time difference, we actually spend 24 hours in Johannesburg. But when you look at the timing, you are in Johannesburg, and the Nigerian time, you're actually 2 days out of Nigeria. So is this something that you are considering? If you do Lagos London is like 6 hours 30 minutes. Sometimes depending on the wind, it could run into 6 hours 45 minutes. And so we also spend 24 hours in UK. And if you look at it, the timing, you're also out of Nigeria for 2 days. If you consider wanting to work for one of Emirates, Qatar, where you go to places like Australia and New Zealand, all those very far places, Japan, you can imagine how many days you'll be out of your base. So that is what I mean by we work at odd hours. So there are times when you do flights early in the morning and you're back by 10 a.m. and you go home. There are times you do flights, you're back and in the afternoon. Your times, that is the odd hours. It's not like your normal, I go to work at 9 a.m. and I come back by 5 p.m. So that's what I mean by odd hours. Another reason why you should not become a flight attendant is time for certain things in your life. Let me give an example. You might not be available for everybody's wedding. You might not be available for everybody's birthdays. You are only available for the most important things in your life. That is, the priority list is on the high side. Like for me, I have kids, I'm married. Anything that has nothing to do with my immediate family is not on my priority list. So if my cousin is getting married somewhere and if I'm not informed on time, because the roster is not something that you can just twist and change. No. If I'm informed like 3 months ahead, it's easier for me to say, oh, please, I would like to have this particular day off. But if you call me a week before, I'm likely not going to be there, except if I'm lucky to have the day off. So that's what I mean by you are not available for every party activities. The only thing that can make me twist my roster is something on the high priority list. And most times, things I have to do with my kids are on the high priority list for me. So ask yourself as a person, are you ready to let go of certain parts of your life? You might not not have a social life at all. I can guarantee you that you might not. Just once in a blue moon that you are available to. The social life you have most times will be the social life you create with your colleagues. So is it the career path that you want for yourself? Ask yourself this. Last but not the least, being a flight attendant has certain rules and regulations. Yes. My hair is packed. I've been a cabin crew for years, and there are certain things that are already within me. But you that you're just about to become a flight attendant, some people say it's more like a military school. There's this, don't do this. There are some hair types that you cannot do as a crew. And it depends on the airline that you work for, actually. No matter what, you cannot do purple hair. You cannot do yellow hair. You cannot do pink hair. There's nothing wrong in doing those colorful hair if that's something you like. But I'm just telling you ahead of time. If you are the type that loves this, artistic way of doing things, then being a cabin crew is not it. In some airlines, tattoos are not allowed. And we have a manual that we follow to the T. You do not do things because you feel like. You do things according to the company standard and procedure. That's why I said it's more about rules and this earring that I have on, I cannot have it on while I'm on uniform. We have a certain type of earrings that we wear. We have a certain type of lipstick color that we wear. So these are all the rules and regulations. These are part of the rules and regulations that I'm telling you about that comes with being a flight attendant. You cannot wear purple lipstick if purple lipstick is not the company standard and procedure, and you must follow it, because if you are not well groomed, you will be dropped from the flight. So I know you have gained something from my channel today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also I have an ebook. Link to get my ebook in the description below. And also, have a great evening.